Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and I'm back with an empties video, my favorite kind of video to film and to watch. The lighting is a little weird today. It's kind of overcast outside, and when I was setting up the camera, the lighting was a lot brighter and less blue, but now I'm seeing it's quite blue. I'm going to be showing you the products that I finished up in the last 2.5 months now. I don't have that many, and I'm gonna do a mini review. If you've never seen an empties video before, I'll do a mini review on each of these products. If you've been with my channel for a few years, kind of RIP Bath & Body Works bag. If you have been around for the last couple of years, I always use a Bath & Body Works bag to do my empties videos. And you'll also know that I've moved a gazillion times in the last couple of years. So in my last move, I put them somewhere, but I haven't yet figured out where. You know what's weird though? I just went to Bath & Body Works this morning. So why don't I just do a switcheroo? Hold on a second. And there we go. I haven't finished that many products this summer. I was really alternating between a whole ton of skincare products this summer. I think because of the weather changes and also because my skin was being kind of temperamental, so I was like trying all sorts of things to kind of calm it down. So didn't finish too much skincare, and then I did travel quite a bit this summer, so I was using my travel size products rather than focusing on the full size products that I was previously working on. Okay, so without further ado, I'm just going to dip into this bag here. I'm going to start off with this. This is the Nature's Gate Calming Tea Tree and Sea Buckthorn Shampoo. I was gifted a set of this shampoo and matching conditioner by my friend. She had purchased it to use for herself, but she didn't like it, so she passed it along to me. I thought they were absolutely fine. The conditioner I finished in the last video, I think, and then shampoo always takes me a little bit longer to finish up. This was pretty good. It's a natural brand, Nature's Gate. I've used a lot of their products in the past. They're pretty inexpensive as well. The only thing I didn't like about this was the scent. It's extremely herbal and kind of bitter smelling, but I don't find it so off-putting that I would never purchase it again. And I thought I did a pretty good job of keeping the scalp calm and keeping everything clean and clear. I wouldn't rush out to repurchase this product, but I also wouldn't not repurchase the product. About the conditioner, I tend to like a more moisturizing conditioner, and I didn't really find that the matching conditioner was all that moisturizing, so I most likely would not purchase the conditioner, but this one I wouldn't not repurchase. I also finished up a Peony shower gel from Bath & Body Works. I got this from the 2016 summer semi-annual sale. It typically takes me about a year to finish up one of these 10-ounce shower gels, and this took me about a year to finish up. So I've kind of had enough of the scent for a while. Peony reminds me a lot of the Bath & Body Works blushing cherry blossoms scent that they had like maybe 7 years ago. They're both kind of rose scented. It was a perfectly fine body wash. I mean, it wasn't drying, it wasn't extra moisturizing or anything. It was fine. I finished up this Soap & Glory travel size scrub of your life. This is a body scrub. It's in their signature, I think, scent. It sort of reminds me of the Miss Dior Cherie scent. Very, very heavy kind of perfume, but fruity kind of scent. I really, really enjoyed this body scrub. I don't usually do body scrubs, but I bought this because it was sort of one of those, I think, 3 for $10 sales. And the more I used this, the more I liked it. I found that this was exactly the kind of graininess that I like in my scrubs and my facial scrubs. I wish they would make a scrub of this density and this feel for the face. If anyone has tried this scrub and knows exactly what I'm talking about, and you know of a facial scrub that has the same kind of scrub density, like, you know, the same amount of grittiness and everything, please let me know, because this was awesome. Might as well move on to the makeup. These are 2 Avon eyeliners. It's the Avon Luxury Eyeliner in Charcoal and Eggplant. I'm throwing these out. As you can tell, I'm not done with them. I just couldn't get them to not like smudge on me, no matter how much primer I put on my eyes beforehand. I just think that this formula isn't for me. I'm not saying they're bad, I just have a really difficult time with eye makeup not smudging / running, even though I don't have oily skin. I think it's because I have hooded lids, and I think it just comes down on them pretty hard. So Yeah, this is not for me, maybe not for anyone with hooded lids. 2 mascaras. This is the Lancome Hypnose Drama. It was a free travel trial size I got with probably a Sephora purchase or something. I kind of liked it, but it didn't do anything spectacular to my lashes. I've kind of come to the conclusion that very few mascaras are worth the trouble for me personally because of my hooded eyes, the smudginess, and then also my straight short lashes. It takes a lot to keep them up, so I think my plan is for now is to finish up all the mascaras I have already and then just try to focus on using false eyelashes instead of mascara. This was fine. It was better than some, not as good as some. This is possibly one of the worst mascaras I've ever used in my life. I love Maybelline mascaras. They're my go-to brand. Like, out of all the mascaras I've tried that really work on me, especially in terms of being waterproof and smudge proof, Maybelline has been my go-to brand. So I kind of didn't read too many reviews before picking this one up. It was just a new one that I hadn't tried. It's the Rocket Volume Express Waterproof Mascara. This mascara basically did almost less than nothing for my lashes. It makes my lashes really rubbery and they sort of just like clump all together, and I can't do anything even with like a mascara brush, like a clean one or a comb. Cannot separate them after that. Definitely won't be repurchasing this even if I do end up going back to buying mascaras. Terrible mascara for me. The last cosmetic I finished up was this Pixi Correction Concentrate in Brightening Peach. I did a review or a comparison between this corrector and the Bobbi Brown. It was in, I think, early 2015 that I posted this, so it's lasted almost 3 years. I haven't used it consistently, but I've used it at least about 6 months out of every year I think that I've had it, and it was just one of these pots. So I found that the very bottom was very difficult to get out. It was getting stuck under my nail more than anything else. But I did enjoy this. I kind of went through cycles with this. I really liked it in the beginning, found that I didn't like it as much in the middle, and then started liking it again towards the end. And that tends to happen for me with a lot of cosmetics or any products that last a while for me, which is most of them. I felt that during the winter time it was a little bit too dark, and I think this is the lighter color. This is a pinker color, and then they have one that's something beige, I think, which is a little bit tanner. And I don't know, if this is too dark for me already, then I mean their color selection is not that great. And then during the summertime, this wouldn't really set. I mean, I always powder my skin anyway, but I had to powder this like 3 times before it looked kind of matte-ish. It was just very shiny looking during the summertime. But overall, I would definitely think about repurchasing this. Pixi also has a concealer in a stick form. I might look into getting that just because I think it's a little bit more hygienic than this pot, but I would definitely think about purchasing this again. So I'll post the link to the video of this down below. Skincare is next. I finished up, this is quite old. I got this back in winter 2014, like 2014-15, with the purchase I made. It's a Philosophy No Reason to Hide. It took me so long to use this up. Like, I was using it consistently for a little bit in like 2015, and then I stopped, and then I just finished it up this year, so I don't know if it really works. It's supposed to multi-imperfection transforming serum, and I think it's supposed to like lighten dark spots and smooth out your complexion or something like that. I really can't give you a good review of this just because it is supposed to last 24 months. So anyway, I just didn't use it in concentrated enough periods to really get the full effect. And this is the Ole Henriksen Invigorating Night Treatment. This came in a Sephora Beauty Sleep kit. It must have been winter 2014. Let me just take a sip of my green tea and my cute cocoa for Santa cup from Target. I'm so parched right now. Also, I went to the Harry Styles concert at Radio City on Thursday, and my voice hasn't fully recovered. Not because I was screaming or singing along, but because everyone else was screaming and singing along, and when I talked to my friend, I had to shout over them. Today is like the first really cold day of fall. It's not really cold, but it's pretty chilly outside. It's like 50 something. Yeah, I bought this. It's a size too big. I'm gonna try to shrink it, but treat people with kindness. So sweet. Love that Harry Styles. Okay, so they've repackaged this. I think it's like in a blue opaque kind of frosted jar now. This I use as a spot treatment. I know I've talked about this before, but it's basically a alpha hydroxy complex. It's supposed to resurface your skin, and it's kind of like a peel. I thought it did a pretty good job. I used it mostly as a spot treatment, and I really saw a dramatic reduction of my pimples. Like, they would really reduce in size whenever I use this. So I would definitely think about repurchasing this in the future. But if I were using this as a peel or a glycolic or alpha hydroxy acid kind of treatment, then yeah, you are supposed to put it over your whole face to like evenly resurface the entire face. It had a funny scent. It was almost like Elmer's glue or something. So that was a little bit off-putting, but not too bad. I also finished up this Josie Maran Argan Daily Moisturizer SPF 47. This came in my Josie Maran Argan Ritual or something. I did a video of my first impression / review of that. I'll link it down below. This was only 0.5 ounces. I really enjoyed this. In fact, I posted up a video of some Josie Maran cosmetics products recently. I'll link that below as well. I bought the tinted version of this, but they are not very similar in my opinion. I enjoy this one so much more. It has a really nice powdery finish to it. I did use it this summer while I was traveling. I find that it stays kind of glowy. I'm actually wearing it right now because I just finished it up. I don't ever have to wear a highlighter if I want to look glowy using this in the summertime, because it has this dewy kind of finish and it takes a while to settle down. And then if you accidentally like touch it, it kind of is sticky a little bit. It's quite difficult to spread around my face, but it makes my skin, I think, feel really hydrated, and then also was really good to my skin. I felt like the argan oil and other ingredients in it possibly were really good for my skin. That's the feeling that I got from it. Overall, I feel like this was a much brighter product than the tinted version of this, which incidentally I ended up giving away to my mom because it was a little too pink for me even in the summertime, too salmon colored, and then felt like it was possibly breaking my skin out. I'm not really sure, so I gave it away. I didn't really want to take a risk. But I would definitely repurchase this non-tinted version. The last two skincare products, these are both Sephora sleeping masks, and I think I've used a total, or had a total of 4 of these. I know I gave the pearl one away. I used the ginseng one, which was yellow, and then I think these were the only other 2 that I purchased. And this is the pomegranate and the lotus. These 2 were my favorite out of the 4. Not that I didn't use a pearl one, so I wouldn't know, but these 2 were phenomenal. And I did purchase these 2 specifically for my travels, based on recommendations or reviews. I used the pomegranate one from my London trip. I used it on the plane going there because it was an overnight ride, and then I used this as my nighttime moisturizer while I was there. And then this was the Lotus one that I used on my trip to Canada. And both of these I thought did a phenomenal job of toning my face and brightening it a little bit, minimizing any bumps or zits that I had on my face at the time. So I would absolutely repurchase these 2, and I'll probably try the rest of the line as well. I didn't really like the ginseng one that much. I didn't think it did much other than tighten my face a little bit. These 2 were really good. The last 2 products here are Bath & Body Works hand sanitizers. This one is so old, as you can tell from the packaging. They've since repackaged it, I think, into this one, possibly something after this as well. But this was my first ever one. It took me like 2 years to finish up. It's the Island Margarita Pocket Back Antibacterial. I love this scent. I would absolutely repurchase this scent. I've had the candle of this. I love both, the candle and this. Oh, it smells so good. And then this is a Winter Candy Apple. This scent, it smells like herbal essences to me, so the classic herbal essences shampoo. Love the scent. It's very strong. Both of these really lingered for a long time afterwards, even after hand washes. So if you're looking for perfume for your hands and sanitation, these are pretty good. Would repurchase both of these scents, absolutely. So those were all of my empties. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have an empties video of your own, as always, leave it down below for me to watch and check out. Otherwise, let me know if you have any comments or questions about any of the products. Thanks for watching and for subscribing, and I will see you soon.